What's going on, guys? Welcome back. This is episode 6 of my saddle hunting series, and today I want to talk about the UltimAider. I want to show you some tips and tricks, show you some accessories, and tell you why I think this is the best one-stick aider on the market. Now, I just want to be very clear here. My objective is not to speak ill of or discredit the quality, craftsmanship, or design of any of the other companies out there making aiders. Most, if not all of these companies have their own perks to their products, and I still encourage everyone to explore all other options to find their own unique preference. Also, I want to add that I am in no way affiliated with UltimAider. I'm just here to give my honest opinion based on my experience. There are so many options out there right now for aiders. You have cable aiders, amsteel aiders, sewn webbing aiders, and I've even seen guys out there making aiders with static climbing rope. You can get most of these options in 1, 2, and 3 step aiders with a variety of spans between steps. One of the downsides to an aider that has been tied, sewn, or buried into a specific configuration is that you can't tailor it to your own needs. For example, in the fall when the temps are a little bit warmer, I might like my steps between 18 and 20 inches. And then the weather cools off, I'll be wearing bulkier clothes, and I might like my steps between 12 and 15 inches. With the UltimAider, you can change the distance between steps anytime, anywhere. If you have more than one stick, you have the ability to put it on just about any stick out there. And if you purchase a 3-step aider, you can turn it to a 2-step or a 1-step aider at any given time. So the loops that you can make on the top of these make it to where you can attach this to the stick in 2 different ways. You can hook it over the top of the step, and that works perfectly fine, or you can get a bottom step that is slotted for a webbing aider. By attaching it to a slotted bottom step, that is a semi-permanent connection, and you don't have to worry about it coming off mid-climb. Even though I've seen brake tests of this setup holding up to about 2,900 pounds before breaking or slipping through the buckles, I've been concerned about just hooking the strap over the step, and just climbing on the aider could cause the aider to fray and become weaker with every use. And even though the slotted steps have a slightly chamfered edge, it still looked like it could have some wear impact over time. While I haven't seen any damage or wear to my aider, I was still super relieved to see that UltimAider dropped a new product to prevent it. This is the UltimAider Abrasion Protection Sleeve. This was designed to cover the webbing at the connection point to protect the webbing from the jagged edges of the step. I'm going to show you how to install these in just a minute, but I'm going to show you another product by UltimAider. One of the biggest problems with an aider, especially a 3-step aider, is packing it up. You either have to remove it completely or wrap it around your stick, and either way it becomes a rat's nest. So UltimAider's answer to that is the pack and play. This is basically a roll pouch for your aider that attaches to your stick to keep everything nice and neat. It also allows you to pack up and deploy your aider in seconds. So now I'm going to show you how to install the UltimAider to the slotted bottom step with the abrasion protection sleeves, and I'm going to show you how to adjust the steps, and then I'll show you how I manage all of these loose tag ends. And lastly, I'll show you how to correctly install the pack and play and show you how easy it is to pack up and deploy the aider. As I said before, there are 2 different ways you can attach it to the stick. If you don't have a slotted step and you plan to just hook it to the top of your step, then all you would do is pull your strap out of the buckle, fold the strap in half, makes it a little bit easier to go through. Pull your strap through, get it where it sits flat onto the strap, and then you would put it back into your buckle. Pull it down to your buckle, and then pull the slack out. That way when you hook it onto your step, there's no way that your webbing can come in contact with the step. So since we have a slotted step, then what we do is we run our strap through the back and wiggle our protection sleeve inside, pull it through, then we feed our strap back into our buckle, pull the slack out. So we feed our strap through the bottom of the buckle, now we're connected again. You repeat those same steps for the other side and you're good to go. Now when you get both of them on, you can see that there's no way for our webbing to come in contact with the slot. We have full abrasion protection. My only issue with this setup was, since you have 3 steps, you have 2 of these tag ends per step. So you have 6 of these just flopping around all over the place. So what I did, and you can see here, is I rolled it up underneath, and I took some electrical tape and I made about 6 very clean wraps around it. So now you can see each step has these, and it looks all nice and neat, and you don't have stuff flopping all over the place. They make some elastic bands that go around these, but I've had some bad experiences with them. I've got a couple on my saddle and I don't like them. This works out really well. So then if you wanted to change your step height, all you do is cut your tape. Be very careful not to cut your webbing or unravel it. Then you'll pull this strap out of your buckle, and then you'll adjust it until you get the height that you want. You'll want to do the same thing to both sides to keep it even. All of the steps adjust the same way, and it's very quick and simple to do. So now I'm going to show you how to correctly install the pack and play. And it's worth mentioning that when I first bought this and I went ahead and put it on, and I put a picture of it on a group in Facebook, and the owner of the company contacted me. He's like, hey, this might work a little bit better if you installed it correctly. So, you know, at first I was like, oh, what does that matter? You know, it's either one way or the other. And didn't really believe him that it made a difference until I tried it. So I'm going to show you how to correctly put it on there the first time, and then show you how to pack everything up and deploy it. So you'll see when you open this up that it's got this loop here, and it's got a buckle that is very similar to these buckles. You slide this out of the buckle. My natural instinct was to run the strap behind the step in front of the stick, back behind the other side of the step like this. But the correct way to do it is actually to run the strap in front of your step, behind your stick, back in front of the other side of the step. And you'll go ahead and put it through the top of your buckle and run it through the bottom of your buckle. And then you can adjust it. And I like to have it to where the top of the pack and play is right at the bottom of the stick. This makes it so whenever you go to roll everything up, it doesn't bunch up in the back. So that's all there is to installing it. So I'm going to back the camera up a little bit so I can show you how easy it is to pack it up and deploy it. So this part of the process can't get any easier. The webbing used is a tubular webbing, and it has this hard tubing inside of it to create a step and to keep your aider spread apart. So all you have to do is grab your bottom step, grab your middle step, grab your top step. I'll pull it up to here, pull that in, pack everything up, roll it up real tight. Then you have these G-clips, pull it over, you hook it into the loops, then you can pull the slack out. Do the same thing to the other side, pull your slack out. And that's all there is to it. And so I've run around the woods with this thing, and I've never had my aider fall out of it. And every time I go to deploy it, it looks just like this. So if you know of anything cleaner and easier than that, please let me know. That's all there is to it. So that's all we've got for the UltimAider. I think it's a great product, well thought out design. It's definitely a company I can stand behind. He's always putting up videos of testing his current products, testing his prototypes before he puts them out into the community. He's always on social media helping people out with any questions they have. You guys definitely won't have any remorse about supporting this company. Make sure you subscribe to get notifications when I upload new saddle hunting content. Hit that like button, share this video with your buddies. We'll see you guys next time in Rob's Man Cave.